Hey guys, this is Jason David Frank, and you are watching Journals Without a Beat. You know what time it is? Morphin' time! Wow.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Trey G, the journalist who had a beat, and I'm here standing next to arguably the best Power Ranger ever. Please welcome Jason David Frank. Thank you so much.
I like the intro, guys. Seriously, thank you so much. Thank you. It's good to be here, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for taking time out. First off, can we talk about the new Power Rangers movie?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yep.
As fans would know, you and Kimberly, Amy,
Amy JoJo.
make a small cameo.
Yep.
Now, I noticed from your Instagram, there was going to be two versions. One with long hair, one with your short hair. So, what was the issue with that?
Well, you know, the director, Dean, has, visions. Obviously, sometimes you film, even with the other actors, they said a lot of the, almost outtakes or ad-libs made the movie versus the script. That's what Ludi was saying. So sometimes you got to see the director's vision. The first time I went in there, I grew my hair out. I was thinking, cool, I'm gonna grow my hair out and really freak people out, And we went there. It was first unit, which was a big unit. All the guys were filming, and I haven't seen Amy in 15, 16, 17 years. So I was nervous to see her, and then we connected and we did a scene. I'm sure they'll probably release the scene, but we were there just to do a cameo in the middle of a scene. I think it was at a Dunkin' Donut shop thing. So, we didn't get a chance. Usually the way they film is they'll film things, then they'll do some insert shots and stuff like that, and then they'll depend where they want to use it. So I did the first one, and then they said, I cut my hair for Bloodshot. And then they said, come back. And I was like, oh yeah, I kind of cut my hair. And they're like, that's fine, just come back. So did the second cameo. And even though it wasn't a lot, for me, it was cool to show the studios, everybody, one clip did to people around the world, even at the premiere.
My mind exploded.
You know what I'm saying? Even at the premiere. In the premiere, you had all the studios. At the premiere, you had, everybody. Haim was there, and Boss, and everybody. And they got a chance to see that, whoa, that wow factor. Mm-hmm. And it was cool. It's just different, after 25 years later, you see a whole reboot of the movie, Right. But did you see it? What did you think of it?
I actually from I guess coming from a Power Ranger fanatic, with the trailers, I'm I really hope this is not corny.
Yeah.
But it wasn't at all. I was so surprised. It's so of course it's very diverse, but it's it's so deep and it's not corny at all. But
Who was your favorite character?
Ooh, I would say Jason though.
Yeah.
Jason,
he was.
Because as a kid, he was until you showed up.
But
in
the movie, Billy was funny, dude.
Right. Yeah.
He was funny in the movie, man. I was almost captivated by him. And what I like about RJ is when RJ starts doing Comic-Cons, he's good like that. He is funny like that. He's great to the fans. And when you see him, he's on screen and off screen. I mean, he helped me with my vlog. He was he was always there to help me. So maybe because I know him, and they all did great too. The Red Ranger did great. All the characters did great. But I think I was captivated by Billy's his personality and stuff. I thought he was funny. Yeah, totally was. Yeah, and the first Billy wasn't black.
Right, of course, yeah.
I'm just saying, it was cool. It was a good twist.
Yeah, it was a good twist, yeah. Speaking of movies, we know you have a new movie upcoming, the Bloodshot, right?
Yep.
Can you give a little bit of insight of what's that about?
Man, Ninjak versus the Valiant Universe, I played Bloodshot. When I first came on to play Bloodshot, I was only in it for a little bit. And the director, Aaron, with Bat in the Sun, said, hey man, you got to do this role. And I really trust Aaron. I mean, Bat in the Sun's awesome. He does great stuff. So he's like, the only problem is Bloodshot's not in it a lot. And I said, oh, I heard that before. Because when I got Tommy, they said, you could play this role, but Tommy's only in 10 episodes. I was like, that's fine. I like roles like that. And so I started Bloodshot, and now they wrote me in the whole script. So I have some more filming to do. But I was just in and out to do my job. And Bloodshot is a very popular character in the Valiant universe. And I think the fans from Valiant embraced, which is good. Sometimes when you're mega Power Ranger fan, when you got to watch the movie, you're picking everything apart, and then you're like, oh, okay, all right, that's good, So it was one of those things where I was just like, wow, it's cool to play Bloodshot. I'm a superhero, a character, and it's going to be great. And then I have a few other surprises that I can't mention, but it's going to be really cool when I mention these surprises. I have two that I can't talk about, and if I can't talk about it, they're good stuff, right. Because I couldn't talk about the movie. That was a surprise. So I got two big surprises coming. I can't wait to talk about it.
Stay tuned to his social media accounts because you post you post all the good stuff on your social media account.
I try.
Yeah.
The positive stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man, we go through negativities. Everybody goes through bad days. I don't try to post it on social media because we all have bad days. I like to go on there and open it and feel good. So I don't want to take my fans down that road of, oh, I've had a bad day. So really, when I open it, it makes me change. I see someone, they say, hey, man, you know, this is good and that's good. So it makes me change and it makes me into a good mood. That's why I love my social media. It's so positive. It's JDFFFN. If you guys aren't following, you need to follow now.
Definitely follow. Definitely follow. As I mentioned, you know, growing up in the 90s, Power Rangers was like my thing. All like I know every episode featured like you guys fighting actually yourselves demorphs or unmorphs. I just wanted to know what was like one of the hardest episodes you had to film.
One of the hardest episodes was that opera episode. Me and Nakia, we had to like sing opera, like oh I can't know, and it was just like oh my gosh. My Opa and Oma from Germany, they're opera singers. So like I was like oh I totally suck at opera, and they're gonna like I have to make my grandparents proud, which I didn't. But it was the hardest episode I think to film. You know, not physically but mentally. It was like oh. Every line we had to mention. Oh, it was like stuck in this opera mode, but that was a funny one.
So, fans know you're a very busy man, and you're always doing these conventions. What's like your favorite things to like see and do at these conventions?
Man, I just did a surprise meet and greet for people up there. I think they had like a little Power Ranger meet and greet or whatever, and I just posted on my social media. But I like that kind of response. You know, here you got fans coming together. It's like a little free event. You know, they're thinking, oh, what's going on? And then I show up and surprise them, and then they freak out. And then I teach them some karate moves, and then they're like, wow, this was super cool. You know, but those are the hardcore fans that get together. Let's just talk about Power Rangers. They didn't expect no actors. They didn't expect anything. So that whole oh, you know, that surprise factor and just people smiling and saying, man, I'd love to meet you. And you're like, that's what feeds me. I don't care about the money. I don't care about any of this stuff. When I do these shows, I don't do appearance fees. If you want to get something, you can. If not, you're going to leave happy. And that's been my attitude for 6 years in the Comic-Con. And that's why I have such a huge following, is because I personally care about their emotional bank account as well. You know, all the deposits, all the money in the world ain't going to do nothing. But if you don't deposit up here in my emotional bank account, like, your check's going to bounce when you ask me to do a favor. You know what I mean? So doing this stuff, and it don't matter who you are and how many viewers you have. I started the same thing with Bat and the Sun. I didn't know who they were. I didn't know how many followers. I didn't care. Cool dude, cool people, and wherever this goes around the world or to one person, the interview remains the same. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean?
And I thank you for that too.
Yeah, no problem, buddy.
Yeah. Last question, because I know you have a big panel to go to.
Yeah.
Any words for CM Punk?
Well, he's here, and I did tell everyone I'm going to get a selfie, and I did, but he didn't talk to me out there. We didn't really make eye contact, so that was a little disappointing again. But, you know, show ain't over yet. I got to snap in con mode, man. I go into fight mode right away. Nice. I get into... I forget I'm here for a Comic-Con. So we haven't really talked much, but I'm sure we will.
Jason David Frank, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
JournalistWAB out.